Well, it's funny what kind of people are attracted to. You know, I'm just trying to keep the main thing. The main thing is that's basketball, trying to win games, sticking up for my teammates.
Making it known, like if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
Yeah, you know, I think that's just who I am. It's my personality.
It wasn't on the court that Caitlin Clark just pulled off the most surprising assist of her career. She stunned everyone by focusing attention on her teammate Sophie Cunningham as everyone else was celebrating her $25 million Nike agreement. The WNBA was rocked by what transpired next, which also changed the definition of star power.
A top WNBA pick, Caitlin Clark, her first pro game, 10 days away. But even before she makes her pro debut, she has a major Nike deal on the line.
There was no buzzer beater here. A power play took place. An unexpected move that not only rocked the WNBA, but also silenced it.
Well, Caitlin Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal. The Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike.
Nike and Caitlin Clark recently inked a $25 million contract. Yes, $2 million. Not only is that the largest sneaker contract in WNBA history, but it also exceeds the salary that certain NBA veterans are earning. Only a few months into her debut season, she accomplished this feat for weeks. That alone would have made headlines. However, Caitlin didn't end there. Because the true twist wasn't the money or even the distinctive shoe, she turned the script in a way that nobody could have predicted. She will have her own line, though. What she did next was truly amazing, and it had nothing to do with her.
The referees, are they ever gonna call a foul? Y'all gonna call a foul? Did you swallow your whistle?
Caitlin brought her teammate Sophie Cunningham to what appeared to be a low-key Nike event in Indianapolis after they signed the contract. Sophie believed it to be a straightforward brand celebration, possibly involving a picture session or a press opportunity. There had never been anything like what she walked into in the WNBA. It became dark in the room. On the large screen, a brief film rolled. Caitlin's journey from her Iowan childhood to the WNBA storm she's been enduring. The people who supported her, the doubters, the sold-out arenas, the buzzer beers, and the criticism.
This is their best record in over 10 years.
Next, Caitlin receives a personalized gold-stitched jersey from Nike, something that only legends receive. However, Caitlin turns to Sophie and says, "This isn't just for me." Rather than putting it on, this is dedicated to all women who come up, put up a strong fight, and defend their team. Then it strikes.
Turns out it's really hard to develop a boldly disruptive shoe on Zoom.
And then rolling that into what will be her shoe later in the year.
Caitlin asked Nike to honor her in more than one way. She stated to Nike, "I want Sophie with me in this because the girl never takes favors for granted."
This was, I believe, Caitlin Clark's last game in the WNBA. And then also, of course, the WNBA All-Star Game had 3.4 million viewers, and that's the most watched WNBA.
A box containing a personalized Sophie Cunningham Player Edition sneaker in Indiana Fever colors with the words, "No backing down," sewn on the heel and a contract or sub-agreement attached that was subject to Caitlin's own endorsement terms emerged. Caitlin was responsible for this. She gave Sophie a bit of the limelight and a piece of the pie by using her own negotiating skills. Now, take a moment to process that.
To attendance, when it comes to viewership, when it comes to jersey sales, when it comes to merch sales, it's going to be the biggest that we have seen.
Because loyalty is not only uncommon, but also dangerous in a league where players compete for contracts, attention, and playing time. When the lights were at their worst, Caitlin Clark remembered who was there for her. She made a purposeful, understated gesture that said a lot when other celebrities might have celebrated alone. "I'll ride for you if you ride for me." Why, then, Sophie? Why her?
You gotta speak up and speak out. At this point, they don't even care if we speak out.
Caitlin Clark, currently the face of the WNBA, yes.
Because it wasn't all cheers when Caitlin joined the league. She entered a league that was extremely aggressive, a media frenzy, and constant drama, particularly from players like Angel Ree and Denai Carrington, who made headlines attempting to denigrate her. However, one player persisted in standing by her side, calling fouls, defending herself, and speaking up. Sophie Cunningham was that person.
But she did it in a way that she wasn't going to injure JC. She was just making it known, like, if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
She turned as Clark's go-to teammate for dirty labor, standing in the line of fire to allow Caitlin to shoot freely and acting as his enforcer. Caitlin remembered it and didn't wait for a marketing team to instruct her on how to express gratitude, respect, loyalty, and redefining what it means to be powerful in women's sports were the topics of discussion. Additionally, Nike was purchasing the narrative and culture in addition to her jump shot. Caitlin moves people. She doesn't just post numbers. She breaks records, sells out arenas, and above all, leads with courage and quiet, taking deeds that make a big impression without uttering a word.
How people view Caitlin Clark and whether people view that the WNBA needs to protect Caitlin Clark, the golden goose of a league, as which she is being called.
For this reason, Nike outperformed Under Armour, Adidas, and Puma. They've seen her abilities on the court, but more significantly, they witnessed her potential for growth. Additionally, this $25 million move with a dash of altruism may be her greatest help to date. This is where everything became sentimental. For example, assume it's allergies and grab a towel. Sentimental.
She's number 1 and 2 in every offensive stat. She's hitting more threes this season than Steph Curry did in his first MVP season.
Thus, Nike presents Caitlin Clark with this exquisite gold-stitched jersey that is custom-made and has a royal feel. The type of item that is framed and displayed next to awards. Everybody is applauding. There are rolling cameras. The room is exploding with excitement. It's you, Caitlin. She doesn't wear it, though.
What you're going to do when you come into our house. It was an intentional foul. It was a hard foul. She brought her down.
Not at all. After holding it for a brief moment, Caitlin turns to Sophie Cunningham and says, "This isn't just for me." In the most composed mic drop in sports history. This is dedicated to all women who come up, put up a strong fight, and defend their team. Let it marinate.
Her ability to step up in big moments. When the bright lights are on, Caitlin Clark is also on.
She then opens a glass display cabinet. Indeed, Sophie is still unaware of what is going on at this time. Caitlin takes a box out. A sentence that could only be Sophie's is sewn in large letters on the heel of a unique Sophie P sneaker, which is obviously filled with fever hues. Don't back down.
This was, I believe, Caitlin Clark's last game.
And that's not all. Clark utilized her own Nike deal to construct a sub-deal for Sophie, which was a real contract under Caitlin's endorsement umbrella in addition to those sneakers. Not a shout-out for promotion, not a cosign. An actual business decision that formally includes Sophie in the brand agreement. Let's assume Sophie was finished. Tears. Startle. The realization that someone witnessed everything you did when no one else was around, and that they not only remembered, but also made sure the rest of the world would.
Not blame Sophie at all. Like, I have her back.
Here's the problem, though. Some may have questioned, why Sophie? For example, why would the most well-known rookie in the game, Caitlin, utilize her first significant endorsement agreement to draw attention to someone else? Here's why, though. Since Sophie has been a member of that squad, the person who flings oneself into every scrap, the person who responds to reporters when they go too far, the person who makes sure Caitlin doesn't fall to the ground again by taking pictures of birds you can't even see on camera.
So we know the new Caitlin Clark Nike shoes came out, and they sold out. It was rumored that 13,000 pairs of Caitlin Clark's new Nike basketball sneakers were being sold on June 30th.
Caitlin is aware that she couldn't have made it thus far by herself. Sophie remained strong in a league full of egos, wounded elbows, and cameras staring at her from all sides. She wasn't trying to make headlines. She was seeking safety and confidence.
Maybe I'm biased here, but I'm gonna give you guys my straight up honest opinion on this. She bear hugged her, took her to the ground. Yes, it was intentional. It was absolutely intentional. It was, to me, payback for what was happening the entire game.
She took on the role of unofficial bodyguard for Caitlin. Don't mess with my inexperienced enforcer. She has muscle. And you witnessed that if you attended even a few Fever games this season. Sophie appeared each time someone attempted to frighten Caitlin. She will occasionally practically hurl herself into traffic.
making it known, like, if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
Despite this, Sophie never made it about her, never went on a tirade, and never demanded credit. Caitlyn did as a result. People talk about the plays I make, but Sophie makes the plays no one sees, she once stated in an interview. She also made sure that everyone could see her in that Nike room. The fact that this has never been done before means that it goes beyond just 2 players and a pair of footwear. Rookies have landed deals. Veterans have made money. However, no rookie in league history has ever put another player on a monstrous deal.